Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back into the Nexus gaming series. We are here in the Heroic Division on the left-hand side. We got Bronze6. We have Kira on the Genji. We have got Mark on the Vala. Frosty Wind will be on the Deckard Cain. Ferret will be on this Diablo. And we've got Sonya to be played by Secret. Hostile, thank you for the tier 1 for 22 months. I will resend your alert when we get out of game. C2D2 is going to be playing Leorc for big push power in the red. We've got Ana played by Sovereign, Concept on the Deathwing, Mr. Toto, I think, or Mr. Tito. Maybe that's it. Not sure. It's going to be on the Joanna and final stand on that Hanzo. Let's go ahead and check out the level 1s and see what our first engagement will be looking like. Thank you again, Hostile, for the resubscription. Thank you for the support. It's just Tito. I don't like. Is it T2? They didn't take out the match ready tag from their username. Oh, TT. Oh, all right. It's TTO. TTO is what I'm gonna say. Thank you. Either way, Deckard Cain is going to be going into the field study at level 1, going to be buffing out his spell power, which will increase his ability to heal. Hi, Bandit. You gonna hang out with us? What's up, bud? Of course, the moment we actually get into game, that's when Bandit comes back and says, hangs out with us, of course. Brimboy, how you doing today? Thank you for the clarification, chat. I appreciate it. All right, so it's just TTO. C2D2 is just going to be able to apply the Spectral Leech and Wraith Walk away from Secret, as well as this Genji who is trying to dive into the top lane. And, Mark is just going to be throwing out a Hungering Arrow to be able to build up that Puncturing Arrow from level 1. It's an uncapped quest, or I mean, it's got 1,000 stacks. I don't think we'll see anyone with 1,000 stacks anytime soon in this game. I'm curious what the highest is in a normal game. ARAM, not ARAM, because I think the highest I've seen is like probably like 120-ish. Maybe a little bit higher than that, but I don't think I've seen like anywhere in like the 200 realm. That would be absolutely insane. First Blood is going to go over to the side of Big Push Power, and they're going to find a kill into that Diablo, bolstering their experience by a little bit as Genji gets the Swift Strike away. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. I got some good sleep, hung out with my family, walked Bandit, and now we're doing some stream, and then later this afternoon I have a secret CCL project, and then gonna have some dinner with my family and watch a movie or something. So it's good. It's been pretty good. They're visiting up until Saturday. This Genji's gonna be able to get the Swift Strike out of here. Also is gonna pop the deflect in case Hanzo. Wow, Hanzo still chasing in, goes for the Sonic Arrow over the wall. Just want to peek into the top lane. C2D2 just still hanging around, not pushing the lane super hard. Actually, trying to get the lane pulled into him, letting the towers do a lot of the work. This lane freezing is really, really good from Leorc right now in Secret, just respecting it, just hanging out in top lane, not showing to said Leorc, as we can actually just show the vision really quickly what it looks like. And then Sonya's gonna aim out, or she's gonna try and go for a spear right there, and then spin to win immediately away. Camps will be grabbed on the left and the right hand side, Deckard Cain and this Vala, and then a few others on the right. Final stand gonna hearth out and get themselves some full mana. And we'll see what happens here for our first Immortal phase. It's always standard north and south positioning, and then it goes east and west. This first one is always the same. After that, it randomizes, but in top lane, we do have this dive, and Leoric is able to get the last hit. That is going to be another kill for the side of Big Push Power. Not bad. Not a bad start for Big Push Power. They've got themselves a level lead, and it's looking like this could be Immortal phase over to our red side, though. Looking at this Genji setting up in the backline, trying to maybe dive onto Ana, will be able to do so. Sovereign just throwing out some some counter damage. Sorry, I saw the blind for a second. I was just like, I know Joanna has the blind, but I was like, Ana doesn't have any sort of blind with any of her abilities. And I was either way. Maybe with one of the sleep darts, but she went by a grenade, which I don't think actually has any sort of blinding factors, and it doesn't. Either way, a little bit of poking from the Hanzo as Overpower is going to connect onto C2D2. He's going to be able to Wraith Walk away. There's a Shadow Charge, and Iron Skin popped by the Joanna. The Immortal phase is looking well defended so far on the side of Bronze6, but Big Push Power, they are slowly whittling away at Alarian. And on the left-hand side, no one actually counter-racing at this point. Vala's still hanging around to make sure that she can poke out to the enemy team 10 stacks on her Hungering Arrow. So it's going to be about 60 extra damage if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because it scales by 6. And you also have the baseline damage on top of that. So if we wanted to take a peek at it really quickly, you got 60 damage on that, plus another 177. Looking at 237 damage on that Vala for the first hit of that puncturing arrow. And then it has a bounce once again, or the hungering arrow, excuse me. C2D2 just going to be able to apply the Spectral Leech onto Ferret and zone back the enemy side. And Big Push Power are going to find themselves a very, very healthy Immortal to move into bottom lane. Belith is going to be spawning with over 50% of the shielding. And we can really quickly check and see how much damage does he do in the Siege. It's going to be dealing 1,092 damage into structures. And for fun, you just saw right there, 6,000 damage into minions. So got that insta-gib on the minion wave, as you can see right here. It's like 11 times, if I'm not mistaken. It's like 10 or 11 times the base damage for that. I always find that ridiculous as a stat, but bottom lane, we do continue to see Belith pushing in, and this is just going to be Fort Front Gate going down while Hanzo finishes out his level 1 questing talent. So he's got the extra, I think it's 2 extra arrows that spawn. Yeah, 2 extra arrows. Leorc flanking into Ferret. Ferret getting chunked quite heavily. Full souls? No, 48 souls on this Diablo as he's trying to back away. Tower shots are reducing the armor of TTO as the Iron Skin will be popped. Diablo may be looking to jump onto someone else, but it is not going to be found. And actually, the Immortal, still healthy here, still very healthy, is going to continue to push in through bottom lane, but I'm expecting Big Push Power to just back away. Ivan, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Top lane, Secret, C2D2, battling out. We've got the Skyfall from Deathwing to get a little extra damage onto Secret. And this is a very, very effective first Immortal phase in favor of Big Push Power. I'm wondering how Bronze6 is going to bounce back in this one, as they have to go into bottom lane, grab themselves a camp. Sonya, I'm sure, and friends know that this top lane camp is being invaded since there was the mass rotation through the minion wave. And Deathwing using the Skyfall to get some free structural damage. The Orc has split into the bottom lane, which I'm curious to see. Okay, he was just checking the camp. I was like, there's no way you're going to try and invade that. You don't even have 10s on your team. Speaking of 10s, we'll see those up at the top of the screen in just a little bit. So let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers. For anyone that was wondering, Diablo had 70 souls. Maybe he'll be able to finish those out as we are rotating around waiting for our second Immortal phase of the game, which is going to be spawning in the east-west positioning. Race potential sides for both teams, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Race potential sides, because you have the axes on the left-hand side, and we always show the vision for the blue team when we're observing. When it comes to 10s, nothing really out of the ordinary. Waiting to see what Joanna goes. Maybe we see the Falling Sword for the cleanse potential, or honestly, the Blessed Shield would be a great follow-up to Hanzo, and we're going to see that Blessed Shield. Maybe Radiating Faith at level 20 if we make it that far. Because Big Push Power, they are sieging quite effectively through this bottom lane. Overpower, no Shadow Charge. Joanna with the big Condemn, tries to get the slow onto the enemy side with the Punish. I don't think they went into the Subdue at level 7. We can check that, or level 4, excuse me. We can check that in a few seconds here once we get back to talents. But on the opposing side, Bronze6, they're going to find their 10 talent tiers. Is this going to be the power spike they need to be able to bring themselves back into this game? It's not super, it's not a big deficit, right? It's about a level deficit. It's only 2 kills, but let's see what these 10s yield, as we do have Race from both sides, Leap from Sonya, Dragonblade Genji, Vala with the Strafe. It's looking like a nice wombo setup with the Deckard Cain, Stay While and Listen, and the Diablo Apocalypse. We'll see how effective they can get that. And Joanna, she did not go for the Subdue at level 4. She went to Hold the Ground for the cooldown reduction and the extra duration, or basically the extra shielding. Blessed Shield right into the face. Hanzo follows up with an arrow as well. Deathwing with a huge Molten Flame, and Vala's going to get shredded. Stay While and Listen is going to be used right there as Ferret's trying to back away. No Apocalypse utilized just yet. Vala dead for 16 seconds. Here comes the Apocalypse with the leap from the Sonya, and we see Diablo doing his best to try and sustain in this fight as Deckard Cain, Frosty Wind, is throwing out potion after potion, but that potion didn't connect, and Diablo will go down. 2 more kills found in favor of Big Push Power, and this is looking like another Immortal phase that should go in their favor as the Genji tries to back away. Shield Glare, auto attacks are available. Deathwing with the Cataclysm protection status with the Deflect, the Swift Strike away, and Genji's out of there. Top lane is going to get cleared out by Sonya, picking up a little bit more experience, trying to close the gap that is ever forming in favor of the enemy team. And the funny thing about all this is it's looking like this Immortal phase is going to go over to the side of Bronze6. They lost the team fight, but won the Immortal. Everyone's back into this. Well, Sonya's not anymore. Diablo comes in with the Shadow Charge, 93 souls, as he will finish out his Black Soul Stone by getting that kill right there onto the Ana. Genji with the Dragon Blade chasing into the squishier targets like Hanzo, his brother, who actually rips the arrow just as he goes down, and Genji still falls to the Nexus forces. That mid-gate, the bane of Genji's existence. We do have another Immortal into lane, second one of the game, and it's going to be Belith dealing 1,284 damage into structures as we continue to see the siege for Bronze6. I'm really surprised they won that engagement. I thought they were losing. I thought they lost the fight and the Immortal, but this Joanna, she's taking quite a bit of damage. The Iron Skin will sustain her for a second or two, but this Immortal will find the bottom lane fort. So forts to match through bottom lane. Leoric trying to press the top lane, but he's not going to be able to find any sort of siege that will yield a fort. Belith continues to, or excuse me, Alarian continues to walk his way through bottom lane, but we have a fight breaking out in the actual lane. C2D2 gonna get shadow charged by Diablo. Ferret full souls. Big entomb from Leoric, but they match it with an Apocalypse from the Diablo. Deathwing with this Molten Flame is trying to shred Ferret, but the healing is just way too good, and Decker Kane is sustaining this Diablo. Leaping from Sonya, finds two, the slam, the jam. She's going to be able to get a double kill for the friendly team as Genji is sharking around in the backline looking for something here, and Leoric goes down as well. The members of Bronze6 turning the fight, turning the game, and matching the experience right now. I want to look really quickly. What is the experience breakdown for these sides? 4,783 experience for the side of Bronze6 as we have 3,609 on our big push power side, and we have pretty close experience overall. Some passive, difference is kind of matching out. Minion experience is also kind of helping to match that. But a couple more kills for Bronze6, and they're going to really start pushing that experience bar ahead of big push power. As C2D2 spawn in lane, and Genji's got some nice sustained damage. Could find the kill. Uses the deflect as Hanzo has arrived. And a potion out from Decker Kane. Decker's holding level 13. I'm curious what he's thinking about for this. He's been holding it for almost a level now. That's interesting. He's actually going to go for the Ancient Blessings. Okay, I wonder why he was holding that for so long. It's interesting to me. TTO is trying to back off right now, and we'll be able to do so with the Iron Skin and a Biotic Grenade from the Ana. Deathwing with a massive Cataclysm coming in, and a Condemn comes through. Huge arrow from Hanzo. Follow up with the Blessed Shield as we have a nano boost onto this Hanzo. He's just trying to put some decent damage into Ferret, who gets once again entombed. He pops the Apocalypse. He takes a nap. He wakes up, and he is going to go down. Souls reset, but Joanna will be traded. Bellowing Roar from Deathwing, but the Leoric will still fall. Here in the backline, trying to chase in onto his brother once again. Shurikens come out and does find the kill, but can he get away? Yes. Deckard's old and forgot to pick his talent. I sure do love the young people, Deckard. I mean, Ancient Blessings with Vala, as well as Genji during the Immortal race, that's so very good. It's only a 45-second cooldown as well. So Sonya to tap, Frosty to tap as well. And this will be another Immortal phase, the third one of the game, going over to the side of Bronze6. Well played so far. Well played from Bronze6. I thought they were massively behind, honestly, with the early game start that big push power had. But now, we'll see this Immortal go into the top lane. Oh, Leoric was too slow to get the Spectral Swing, and he doesn't get the tag onto the Bruiser camp. But here comes the Immortal, almost full shield. And once again, as always, we'd like to check, 1,400, nearly 1,500 damage on this Immortal into structures. Did you hear the tragedy of Darth Baha, the Wise? I thought not. It's not a story Grubby would tell you. It's a Twitch legend, Baha the Wise. You could use Twitch to sway the draft to make Cho'Gall. I wish, Star. Thank you for the copy. Thank you for the copy, Pasta. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pasta. Thank you. Larian is going to get chunked by Deathwing with the Molten Flame. He uses the entire bar for that, and actually quickly will be able to regain a lot of that energy. But this Larian, he is shredding his way through this top lane. Frosty and crew want to step forward and find more than just the Keep Front Gate, or at least more than that fort, as we have a slight moment with talent tier advantage. 16 just coming in for the side of big push power. Molten Flame once again with the Conflagration. Final Stand able to get away. Pops the arrow. There's an Apocalypse, and maybe the Sonya overstayed her welcome or stepped too far forward with that leap. She will go down, the keep front gate will fall, and this keep will take a few whacks from Alarian. Big Cataclysm from the Deathwing coming through. Can he make something big happen with this for the friendly team? Diablo gonna meander his way away. Mark is able to mount up. And Frosty, oh, this old man, he's gonna be sent to the retirement home. I was an Italian in a past life. Genji lives with some 40 HP, and the top lane fort will fall. So decent trade into structures from the side of Big Push Power, making sure that they are still active and proactive on the map. Gonna grab this camp for the top lane. Maybe we'll see a rotation to bottom, or this will just be the group up. All right, so Deathwing takes flight. He's he's got the Skyfall just poking at Sonya constantly. Leoric, I don't think he showed in the rotation, but here's actually Leoric's vision. So does he know that they're on the camp? Well, he does now, and he knows Diablo's around. I don't know if Diablo or anyone else saw him yet. Oh, he's not able to get there in time. All right, so the camp will be grabbed by Vala. Leap in from Sonya on the right-hand side. Drop from the Deathwing. Sovereign, so very low, is going to go down to the Genji. Leoric will fall as well. Genji with the Dragon Blade once again chasing onto his brother. Able to drop. Final stand to 50%. Genji's able to also utilize the deflect to save himself right there. Sonya spears in, and the Hungering Arrow from Vala is able to bounce to Genji and find the last hit and the kill. Curious right now how much damage she is doing, as it's going to be 31 stacks, so it's 186 damage bonus on top of the 284. I'm trying to do quick caster math, but it ain't working out in my head. So it's like something like, what, 470? I think it's like 470 damage or so. Whew. And then you also have the Monster Hunter, so you have 150 additional damage to minions, mercenaries, and monsters. So that's going to be like Belith and Alarian here. Man, that is a lot of, like this puncturing arrow, like into the late game, scales very, very well, and the damage is just absolutely devastating. There was a butcher I had yesterday on my team that had 450 stacks, and it did like nearly 900 damage per auto attack. 450 stacks. It wasn't like there was a Murky or like Vikings that he could feed off of. It was just like, he just kept getting kills. Like, it was something ridiculous. It was like a 58 kill game or something like that. It was a wild. Yesterday was some wild games, and we also did really good in Storm League. Got a lot of points yesterday. Nano boost onto the Hanzo. He rips the arrow right into Ferret, who pops the Apocalypse. Alarian spawns into lane with the big sweep. Conflagration shredding into Ferret, but Decker Kane's got so much good healing. C2D2 is going to be the initial target and should fall here from the Shadow Charge, which gives Diablo back his full souls. Good scatter arrow from Hanzo as he's able to get the counter kill into his brother for the first time in this game, it feels. Hanzo goes down to Sonya as Diablo comes through with the Hellgate onto Sovereign, who will fall to the Vala Hungering Arrow. Secret trying to spin through all the damage. Concept looking to use the Cataclysm to back away, but he is going to go down, and this is looking, and it is going to be bottom lane keep to fall. What else are they going to do? Bottom lane keep falls. They continue to push in on the side of Bronze6, looking to go for core. The shielding has fallen. Alarian's got the slam jam. Big stay a while and listen from Deckard Cain, but I think this buys more time than anything else just to make sure that the core will fall, and that's going to be the case as we have game number 1 going over to the side of Bronze6. GG, well played. Hostile, thank you for the tier 1 for 22 months. Can I get... There we go. Can I get my alerts to work?
I will follow you to the end of the world. Subscribe.
Donuts, coffee, in ready for game.
I want donuts. I want donuts. Did you bring enough for the whole stream? Hmm? I ate the last one. You took too long. I butted the last one. Oh, please don't butt the last one. My co-caster came back. Our co-caster came back. Look at this, everyone. We got our co-caster back. Look, he came to say hi to you all. I think my family's about to go for a hike, so. I think he got booted off the couch. What an angel. He's such a good boy. He had a walk this morning. All that good stuff. All that good stuff. All right, well, looks like Bronze6 takes game number 1 in our first best of 3 of the day. So let's go ahead and update that score. And let's get into the next map. How is everyone's Wednesday? It is Wednesday today. Okay, players didn't swap sides. Always good. My leg is just itchy today. Uh-oh. Hey now. All right. Just Beckwith on Twitter. God dang it. Okay. And you know what I really want to make? I want to make chili. Really, really want to make chili. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because it's chili season. I think that's why. That's why. Doesn't the new Darkest Dungeon come out soon? It's one of those games like I'm like, I would love to play it, but it's also early access and it's $60. $60 for an early access game that's a hard sell. That's a very, very hard sell in my opinion. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that one there, but we'll see. I don't know. I might check out some streams of it. I think Kyle Ferguson's gonna play it. Either way, let's get into a game. I'll see you all in map number 2. We're gonna head into Dragonshire. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back into the Nexus gaming series. On the left-hand side, we got Bronze6 up in our best of 3 series. Frosty Wind on the Malfurion. Mark will be playing the Vala, Ferret on the Mal'Ganis, Secret on the Rexark, excuse me, and Kira on the Chromie. Over on the right-hand side, we have got Big Push Power. We've got Sovereign on the Cassia, Final Stand on the Stukov. TTO is going to be on this Stitches, Concept on the Hogger, and C2D2 playing the Dahaka. A very thick composition from Big Push Power in our Heroic Division matchup. And we get into mid lane as always and check out our first engagement. Vala going to be going for the Fire at Will, so she's going to be stacking W's. Cassia going for the Thunderstroke at level 1, so she'll be stacking Q's as best as she can, but she currently gets Dove, Massy Seed, that's 50% of her HP getting chunked, and more than that, and she needs to back away. Might tap well, will tap well, and going to be just re-engaging into this mid lane fight, waiting to see if we actually have any sort of devastating damage. Good hook onto the Misha, maybe a kill, drag from C2D2, but no, Ferret comes in to make sure that that bear is a-okay, and Vala already at 6 stacks. She does have, this is an infinitely questing talent, but it does have a buff at the, or I guess a jump in damage once you get to the 20 stacks. You basically get 40 extra damage when you hit 20, which jumps your total damage to 80. And then you can keep overstacking it for 2 extra damage per W hit onto an enemy hero. We'll see how this is going to work out for them as we're halfway through that, a minute into the game. Just really, really good stacking so far from Mark on this Vala. Top lane, we do have Dahaka already working on clearing waves, and he did go into the Tissue Regeneration at level 1. More sustainability, more, well, yeah, just more sustainability up against this Rexar Misha in the top lane. I'm excited to see how the Rexar, what the Rexar is going to be picking up here, because he could go for the, it's not Bird, it's Aspect of Hawk, is it maybe? Yeah, I think it's Aspect of Hawk, where you get the increased auto attack speed and everything from Misha getting a charge onto an enemy hero. No, landing the soup onto an enemy hero. It's such a good 1v1 talent, because you can just shred through enemy heroes so very quickly. That's the one. Thank you, Stark. Much appreciated. What would I do without my GM chat? Alright, some healing pathogen to be spread around right now. Hogger with the bounce. This is a very, very heavy frontline composition from Big Push Power, but does it allow them to have the big push power that their name kind of... Will they live up to their name? There we go, that's the word I'm looking for. Dahaka going to be going for the Hero Stalker at level 4, excuse me. So I'm assuming at 7 we'll see Symbiosis. Pairs really, really well with that for the cooldown reduction on Dark Swarm, and then you're getting Essence by hitting enemy heroes with Dark Swarm. So it's a nice pairing right there. I personally love those two talents. They synergize extremely well when it comes to just your PvE, PvP. Just peeking to the top lane really quickly, but the mass fight in bottom lane is where the fun will be. Root from Malfurion, big burst damage onto TTO, and Stitches goes down. First blood to be found in favor of Bronze6. Chromie throwing out a little extra sand here and there. Top lane held by Rexar Misha, bottom lane held by Chromie and friends. This could be a Dragonite over to the side of Bronze6 if they can get the channel, but Kira rotating into mid to make sure that the soak will come through. Bottom lane will be Mark and Frosty grabbing the camp for some extra pressure in said lane. Sovereign jumps onto the point, lurking arm from Stukov, and we're going to get the cancellation onto the potential Dragonite. Rexar Misha backing into the top lane. I think maybe they were looking to engage into this. I'm not 100% sure. Fellclaws come through. Good CC train into this Cassie, and she's going to get shredded. Dragonite available once again. Misha and Dahaka battling out over this top lane point. We also have the Hunter-Gatherer for the Rexar as well, so that Misha, in 22 regeneration globes, that Misha's going to be more annoying than she is currently as well. So this Rexar, he's definitely scaling into the Dahaka. Oh, yeah, that's very good. Aspected Beast as well for just the PvP into this Dahaka. Secret, I like how Secret's just clearing the wave and Misha's being microed. This is really, really good Rexar Misha play, because it's not easy to do this, to be able to... I mean... there's Viking players who are like, that's only 2 characters, but I always have a lot of appreciation for strong Rexar players like this, and so it's just good to see. I really should learn Rexar Misha. It's one of those characters I do not know very well. I think it's just the microing of the bear is really, really difficult. It's something I think it's something. I mean, it's like anything in the game. You gotta really practice it. Like Samuros or Murkies. I wonder if we'll get a Murky in this season of CCL. I think we've had one Murky in every season. Because season 1 was it Granite both seasons? I know season 2 it was Granite. They did the Asmodan, Garden of Terror, Murky, all that stuff. But was it Granite who did it in season 1 as well? I swore someone did it on like Dragonshire or something like that. I've seen Hazoabs take Hungry Bear at 4 too. Misha's auto attack healing for 5% on the point control maps. That's interesting. That is an interesting pickup, but hold on. Charge, Fellclaws, Vala with the burst. Concept trying to maybe get out of here. Ain't going to be able to, and that's going to be another kill over to the side of Bronze6 as they push their way into 10 talent tiers. Slowing Sands available for Chromie. She does have her trait. We'll see those 10s at the top of the screen as we're going to take a look at some of the other numbers. Rexar Misha immediately running to the top lane to be able to get the channel on this point. Bottom lane, Siege Giants are here, and they're going to try and push these in right now. Hook from Stitches, no Gorge available. We'll see if he even goes into it. I'm assuming it's going to be Gorge. Actually, I'm not sure. Well, yeah, you actually... yeah, like Stukov Flailing Swipe. Yeah, this is going to be Gorge. Because they're gonna hook Gorge, and then as the friendly team tries to run up and save, Stukov Flailing swipes the enemy team back, splitting the team, and then you should be able to find the kill with Cassia. At least that's the hope. Ferret gonna get hooked point blank. Frosty with some good heals. Sovereign taking a lot of damage. Carrion Swarm from this Mal'Ganis, does he have enough damage? Not enough to get the kill, but what is going to happen is Dahaka goes down to the Chromie in the mid lane, and Dragonite is going to be grabbed by Misha and Rexxar. Okay. All right, what's the Dragonite hitting for right now? I'm curious. Dragonite hits for 477. There's the Gorge. Massive shove, actually, not a flailing swipe. Interesting. Timeout from Chromie. Savage charge from the Dragonite. Pushes back the enemy side. TTO split from the friendly team. Fell Claws come through. Slowing sands are there. A lot of damage into TTO. Ferret tanking tower shots, but that's okay. Stitches goes down, and the heals will come through from Frosty. Top lane pushed in a little bit. Mid lane at mid lane at the midpoint. And Dragonite starts to take out the sidewall. Look at the positioning of the Dragonite. I want to note this really quickly for anyone watching the game. The Dragonite is hugging into this corner. The reason that is so that both tower shots aren't hitting the Dragon. Because if you're sitting there hitting one tower, but you're taking tower shots from both, you're losing your Dragonite faster. So it's little concepts like that are very, very big in a game like this. You have a little, you get like maybe a couple more seconds of Dragonite. Maybe you get about 50% of the keep because of that. So it's just one of those things that like just you have to point out because it's just so nuanced or it's either. Anyways, I wouldn't say it's super nuanced, but it's just a little concept I think a lot of people miss. C2D2 trying to go for the drag. Hook comes out onto Ferret. We do have a burrow out from C2D2. Big shove from Final Stand. There's the Gorge on Davala. Fell Claws out from Ferret. Mark is able to vault out of that immediately. 38 stacks. Chromie finds the kill into the Cassia. Devastating blow, excuse me. Ooh. Staggering blow, excuse me, from Concept is going to force back the team for a second there, but Ferret and friends, they are just chasing into this keep area right now. Stitches goes down. It's a triple kill in favor for the side of Bronze6, and they'll find themselves a keep.
Triple kill!
Dragonite downtime from when the Dragonite falls to when the objective phase is up again is not very long, so we actually should see that pretty soon. I think it's like a minute and a half from when the Dragonite falls to when we have the respawn again. It's a very, very quick respawn of an objective phase. So there's that aspect of Hawk. When Spirit Swoop hits an enemy hero, Rexxar gains 125 attack speed for 4 seconds. Misha's basic attacks increase the duration of this buff by 0.75. And then keep in mind, Misha's auto attacks also reduce the cooldown of charge. So it's really like that's a really good pairing of talents right there. And we're gonna see the level 4 Hunter Gatherer almost finished out as well, which that just makes it so that Misha's even more tanky into this very auto attack heavy composition. Turn Rexxar into Zul'jin. That is kind of seemingly what it does. Does Rexxar two-hand axes, or does he one-hand axes? Does he go left and right-hand, or is he... Oh, we'll see here in a second. Gorge onto the Malfurion, lurking arm. Frosty's going to try and back out of here. Misha does go down. Frosty tanking tower shots is going to get picked off. That does work out for the friendly team. All right, so they got one Hook Gorge combo to work out. Rexxar, I'm going to need you to auto-attack something here, bud. He throws from alternate hands. Okay. And the Spirit Swoop he just pulls out of the bag of birds that he carries around, right? I always like the idea of just like, where does he have all these birds? Is he just grabbing them from the sky and throwing them? Like, some angry Trinity. You know, it's really sad that Blizzard just, you know, stole the concept of Rexxar's abilities from just, you know, an iOS game, Angry Birds. Crazy. That was a horrible joke, I'm sorry. 16 talents here on the horizon in favor for the side of Bronze6. Are they going to lose anyone here? Misha does go down. Big push power maybe looking to make some plays here. Rexxar unleashes the boars. Gorge on to Ferret. Gets the carry and swarm. He's out of there. C2D2 a little low here. Fell Claws immediately out. Tunnel for this Dahaki. Pops the Essence. Concept on the left-hand side will go down. Massive shove onto the Mal'Ganis. And he's going to try and Night Rush out of here. There's no way, Ferret, you can get it. No way that Ferret actually is living here. Stukov did go down as well. Sovereign backing away, and I can't believe it. Bronze6 come out ahead in this very, very awkward team fight in top lane. Huh. That's kind of interesting. Okay, so it's just sustained chase here, basically. You're 5% slower than mount speed, so you can just auto and chase and auto and chase and auto and chase. Top lane, Dahaka trying to hold this. We do have Vala and Malfurion in mid. Frosty, I don't think Frosty wants to get into the Dragonite, but I think there's the call to do so with the time that the window that they have. So Dragonite grabbed. Is it going to end, or are they going to continue to open up the map in favor of Bronze6? That is always the big question. It's like 12 minutes into the game, but this has been 11-1 in kills. A lot of momentum in favor for the side of Bronze6, as the hook will be, or the Gorge at least, was canceled out, or it wasn't even available since there was the stasis from Chromie. Good timing on that. Question, chat. Does anyone know this? Can you, if you get hooked, can you shift Q a command? So, like, if I get hooked, can I shift Q the stasis? So that way when I come out of the hook animation and everything, that procs? Can you do that? I wonder. Anyways, I'm sure you can hook Gorge, shift Q that together. I haven't tested that. I'm curious, yeah, because the Chromie timeout was so perfectly timed. I was just like, did she like shift Q it so that way, or was she just mashing the button? 50-50 on those two. TTO is very low. Massive shove onto the Mal'Ganis. Cassius still goes down. Final stand to be picked off. And the Dragonite will be wailing his way through this mid lane. Vala and Mal'Ganis going to be clearing up the top lane. Yeah, that's... If you could shift Q something in, like, after a hook, that'd be kind of interesting. Like, if you're a Vala, you Q in a vault so you can vault away at the end of the hook. I don't know. That'd be interesting. Or does it just eat the queued up task? Big Fell Claws, nice Night Rush, huge charge from Misha, and a route to follow up. That's going to be a single kill into this Hogger. Dahaka tried to go for the drag, won't connect, and this map is slowly being pushed in by Bronze6 into big push power. Almost said the names backwards there. Another Dragonite phase is not too far off right now. 20 talent tiers is the same in favor of Bronze6, or at least it's looming in favor for them. Looking at the Vala W stacks, currently at 46. I want to see really quickly. Let's see if we can just lock to Vala and just check out some of the stacking for her. I'm curious. There we go. 132 damage plus 335. So you're at what? 467 damage plus the arsenal damage of 211. Big PP looking rough. Hi, Cookie. How are you doing today? I wasn't expecting to look over to chat and see that. I really wasn't expecting to see that. God dang it. Another Dragonite phase is going to be up and available here in just a second. Level 20 in favor for the members of Bronze6. We have that kill command. We also have the Seeker Swarm for the Carrion Swarm Bat Seek nearby enemy heroes, dealing extra damage and sleeping them for 2.5 seconds. I'll be here all week, Bahamut. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Will you be here Friday morning for our modded Resident Evil Village playthrough? I'm so excited about it. You have no idea. I'm so excited to play Village again. I love that game. Like, we literally finished the game, and I was like, I turned off stream and everything, and I was like, man, I want to play this game again. I should be. Hell yeah. I'm so excited about it. So 20 talent here. Ooh, wait, hold on. Top lane. Top lane. We have a little bit of a fight into Secret. Boar's Unleashed. Drag from this. Dahaka connects. Misha with the big charge through. C2D2 taking so much damage. Look at that auto attack. Look at those auto attacks coming out from Secret. And you have that thrill of the chase as well from level 16 for the sustained sustained chase. C2D2 doing a very good job of just 1v2ing a halving. I immediately started my Madhouse run, or whatever. Oh yeah, the Village of Shadows. I heard the Village of Shadows is just it makes the game like not even fun. Like it is absolutely insane. It's just not worth it. I mean, unless you just like, you know, overly hard things that, you know, like Valkyries from God of War. I think Carrion Swarm, yes, it is going to be canceled out right there. I think someone got a interrupt, but they are approaching core. Dahaka will fall this time. Multi-shots with the Infinite Strafe, I think, from Mark. Yeah, they have that Death Siphon at level 20. Carrion Swarm will come through, but the core will fall, and that's going to be game number 2, and the match over to the side of Bronze6. GG, well played.